Today we're diving deep into the cosmos to witness the next evolution of Son Goku, a form so profound it tears reality itself apart. This is Goku Golden Instinct 3, the Paradox Within. Our story begins in the silent eternity. Goku, now a transcendent being known as Kaen, drifts through the newborn cosmos he helped create. He exists in a state of pure serenity, a master of absolute instinct. But even in this perfect calm, he feels a tremor, an echo of himself, calling from beyond the veil of creation. He turns his gaze to the source of all power, the eternal flame, the very core of his new existence. And that's when he sees it. The flame, once a symbol of perfect balance, begins to flicker violently. Its golden light distorts, twisting and contorting until it forms a silhouette, a familiar, spiky-haired silhouette. It's an image of Goku, but not the enlightened Kaen. This is a version overflowing with unrestrained primal energy, a vision of pure, untamed power. Suddenly, from the heart of the convulsing flame, a figure bursts forth. It's him. It's Goku. But this is the Eternal Goku Paradox, a version that never sought balance, never found peace, and never ascended beyond the thrill of battle. He represents everything Goku once was, a warrior defined by his limits and his relentless desire to shatter them. The Paradox. Goku smirks, his eyes burning with an ancient fire. "So this is what you've become," he scoffs, his voice a distorted echo of Goku's own. "You call this peace, this silence? You've diluted the fire that made you invincible. I am the true flame, the Saiyan spirit you tried to extinguish." Kaen feels his divine composure begin to fracture. He's staring into a mirror, a reflection of his own deepest, most buried instincts. The insatiable fighter who refuses to stop, the warrior who finds meaning only in the struggle. This isn't just an enemy. It's a part of himself he thought he had surpassed. The conflict he sought to end in the universe is now raging within his very soul. Without a word, the battle begins. Flames collide as Kaen and his paradox clash, their fists igniting entire galaxies. Each blow releases Saiyan energy so raw, so cataclysmic, that time itself bends and fractures around them. The raw ferocity of the paradox slams against the immovable calm of Kaen, and the cosmos screams in agony. This isn't just a fight. It's a war between two halves of the same legendary being. As the battle rages, faint voices echo through the flickering flames. Whis, Beerus, even Jiren. Their words cut through the chaos, not as a memory, but as a living warning carried on the cosmic winds. "Listen, Goku," they seem to whisper. "You're not fighting an enemy. You're fighting everything that made you who you are." Kaen hesitates. For a moment, his divine energy falters. He realizes with dawning horror that every strike he lands, every blast he fires, only makes the paradox stronger. The paradox is feeding on his suppressed frustration, his buried warrior pride, the tiny part of him that misses the burn of a battle pushed to its absolute limit. His own power is being turned against him. Sensing this hesitation, the paradox grins, his aura exploding into a terrifying crimson gold. "This is what you've been hiding," he roars. "This is our true potential." He unleashes a power that should not exist, Omega Instinct. This isn't just Ultra Instinct perfected. It's the ultimate evolution of Goku's rage, instinct, and pride, completely unbound by purpose or peace. It is the power of a god with no conscience. As Kaen's balanced creation energy clashes with the paradox's limitless chaotic power, universes tremble on the brink of annihilation. Kaen feels the eternal flame, the source of all existence, begin to splinter. It's being torn apart, caught between the pull of absolute serenity and the tidal wave of absolute destruction. His creation is unraveling, and for the first time since transcending mortality, Goku doubts himself. Can peace and instinct truly coexist? Was his pursuit of ultimate calm a mistake? He feels himself breaking. Just as despair threatens to consume him, a new light appears within the core of the eternal flame. It's a pure, radiant presence, the original essence of Goku, the spirit that started this journey so long ago. A gentle voice, his own yet infinitely wiser, speaks into his mind. You don't have to destroy instinct, it says. You have to teach it peace. Kaen listens, and tears made of divine light stream down his face. The truth hits him like a physical blow. The paradox isn't his enemy. He is his other half. The rage, the chaos, the insatiable hunger for battle. It's all a part of him. Only by accepting both his desire for peace and his thirst for power can he truly master absolute instinct. He can't destroy the storm. He must become its center. With newfound resolve, Kaen extends his hand not in attack, but in acceptance. He reaches toward his raging duplicate. As their energies collide, something incredible happens. Chaos and calm don't cancel each other out. They intertwine. Kaen's serene golden aura merges with the crimson fury of the paradox, creating a vortex of unimaginable power. The force of their union is so immense that both versions of Goku are ripped from reality itself. They fall into the abyss of reflection, a dimension beyond time and space. Here, every moment of Goku's past, every battle, every sacrifice, every transformation, manifests as a living echo around them. Within this abyss, the final duel begins. But this is no longer a fight for dominance. It's a journey of understanding. They relive his greatest fights. The desperate struggle against Frieza on a dying Namek, the sacrifice against Cell, the pure chaos of Majin Buu, the battle of wills with Jiren. Each strike they trade recreates echoes of his past victories and failures, and with each blow, a piece of the puzzle falls into place. With every clash, Kaen shouts, his voice resonating with a new, unshakable truth. True strength isn't found in rage, he declares, his words shaking the very foundations of the abyss. It's found in the will to protect. As he speaks, his aura stabilizes, solidifying into a state of perfect divine harmony. He is no longer just calm or just chaotic. He is both. Kaen channels both halves of his being, merging the raw, unbound power of Omega Instinct with the serene, life-giving energy of the eternal flame. The result is a new, transcendent form, one that exists beyond the limits of power itself. This is absolute instinct Kairos form. In this state, his aura is a perfect fusion of crimson and gold, and even time itself bows to his will. As the two Gokus merge into one, the darker half, the paradox, smiles faintly. It's not a smirk of victory, but one of contentment. You've finally accepted what we are, he whispers, his form dissolving into light. He fades away, not in defeat, but in integration, leaving behind only serenity, understanding, and a power greater than the sum of its parts. Goku, now whole, raises his hands. The eternal flame, once splintered and chaotic, reignites with a perfect, breathtaking balance. Half of it burns with golden serenity, the other half with crimson passion, a permanent symbol of the harmony of all Saiyan instincts. He has unified the paradox within himself. The voice of Goku Eternal echoes one last time, filled with pride. You have surpassed even destiny. Goku bows his head in gratitude, realizing he is now both the student and the master of creation. And in that moment of ultimate peace, he senses a familiar presence ripple through the void, a mental smirk, a feeling of begrudging respect. Still showing off, huh, Kakarot? The memory of Vegeta, his eternal rival and greatest friend, fills his heart with warmth, a reminder of the bonds that shaped the very essence of his will. In his Kairos form, Goku's aura no longer burns, it breathes. He has become timeless, existing as the very rhythm of creation, the pulse of every star and every living being. He is the balance personified. With a final gentle act, Goku releases his stabilized energy, sending it flowing back into all of existence. His power reignites dying galaxies and gives birth to new life. And within every spark of that new life, a fragment of his spirit resides, a piece of Saiyan instinct tempered with divine compassion. And so, across the new multiverse, from the mightiest warriors to the humblest souls, when they meditate, when they push past their limits, they feel a familiar, steady heartbeat within them. It is Goku's. His spirit now lives in every life form, a silent guide, a quiet promise, encouraging them to grow, to reach higher, and to never stop evolving. The journey is endless. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and ring that bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.